Hello, Timer Chat. It is me, your ExKirby, and it's currently 1:45 in the morning, but I'm here presenting to you the first episode of the Backlash Series, or the last series alliteration has taught us anything, the Backlash Series. Backlash Series? I don't know, I'll figure it out later. Either way, in today's episode, we're going to adhere to the spirit of the WWE by doing a recap package. So, without further ado, I'd like to present to you previously on Backlash. What, you thought the WWE would use original names for their pay-per-views? Ha! So anyway, the date is the 26th of April 2009, and it's the pay-per-view after Mania 25. In a dark match, Kofi Kingston defeats Dolph Ziggler. Dolph would then proceed to cut a 5-minute promo about how he was the best worker in the business and how he was being underutilized. Well, he probably didn't, but I choose to believe that's what he did because Dolph Ziggler. Anyway, moving swiftly on to the main card, the first actual match of the night was the ECW Championship match. Not the good ECW, unfortunately. This is 2009 ECW, so we have the champion, Jack Swagger, facing off against Christian, who got this unique opportunity by competing in an elimination chase against Tommy Dreamer, Finlay, and Mark Henry. You could tell this was riveting television, which concluded on WWE Superstars. I wish I was kidding. So anyway, Swagger fought Christian, and the winner was Christian. It was Christian. After that, we have Jericho vs. Steamboat, presumably as part of Jericho's feud with actor Michael Rourke. Rourke? Sure. After his lead role in the film The Wrestler. This came after Jericho won a handicap match against legends Roddy Piper, Jimmy Snuka, and Ricky Steamboat, after which Rourke came down to the ring and punched him in the jaw. What a nice bloke. But yeah, Jericho fought Steamboat as part of this intense rivalry with Rourke, countering crossbody into a codebreaker and into the walls. Jericho wins lol. Next we have CM Punk versus Kane. I'd like to give you an in-depth review of this feud, but all the information you could find was that Punk was the MATV holder and he was in a feud with Kane. There you have it. Riveting stuff. Match ended by chokeslam, as you would expect. Kane then went away for a few months to heal up and apparently tour India. Good for him. The next match was an I Quit match between brothers Matt and Jeff Hardy. This came after Matt Hardy lost the World Championship to Drew Galloway, who cashed in his Feast or Fired briefcase after a triple threat match featuring Matt, Jeff, and EC3. Wait a second. Oh, my mistake. I appear to have got the wrong company. In the WWE version of events, Matt did a heel turn on Jeff, costing him his World Championship. They then fought at Mania, and Matt won. But after that match, Matt vowed to erase Jeff from the WWE. Anyway, Jeff ties Matt to a table, is about to do flippy shit. Matt quits. Jeff does flippy shit anyway. The end. Before the main events, we have the greatest women's segment in the history of the WWE. Miss WrestleMania. Santino Marella walks down to the ring to basically say, I'm the best. Then the great Carly comes down to the ring and proclaims his love for Santina. In response, Santina then proclaims her love for Jim Ross. Beth Phoenix then comes out and then proclaims her love for Marella. That last part was a lie. That was a completely bald-faced lie. I apologise to everybody. I didn't apologise at all. What did happen was she challenged her to the match for the Miss WrestleMania title. Carly then slaps Phoenix. Marella gets the win and retains the title of Miss WrestleMania. Best women's segment of the millennium. It was that good. And then we move on to the main events of the evening. Up first, a 6-man tag team match for the WWE Championship, featuring H, Batista, and Shane McMahon against Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase Jr. I'm not kidding, by the way. The WWE Championship was defended in a 6-man tag team match. Actually, I'll do you one better. The WWE Championship changed hands in a 6-man tag team match, as after kicking out of an RKO, Orton hit H with a punt, got the pin, and then became the champion. Given the stupidity of this pay-per-view, I could totally understand why the WWE decided to drop it, but now we get to move on to the main event of the evening. A match for the World Heavyweight Championship. A last man standing match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Featuring the challenger, Edge, going up against the World Heavyweight Champion, John Cena. Now, I know what you're thinking here. John Cena plus last man standing match means John Cena wins lol. But I need to go back to Mania 25 briefly and the triple threat match between Cena, Edge, and the Big Show. Obviously, Cena won that match, but Big Show would take his revenge in this match by chokeslamming Cena through a spotlight. Anyway, Cena would then not make the 10 count, Edge would win, Backlash is over. Thanks for watching. Here's an actual end card for this video.